I'm RJ Gottlieb. I've been the driver of Big Red Camaro since 1987. Big Red is the fastest 69 Camaro in the world. With 2,000 horsepower, this beast is ready to dominate the road.
Welcome to Virginia City, Nevada. This historic silver mining boomtown is now home to one of the most challenging and thrilling race events in the world, the Virginia City Hillclimb, also known as the Nürburgring of Nevada.
The Virginia City Hillclimb is something I've heard about for a long time. It's something that I've thought about for Big Red, and I decided it'd be a perfect opportunity to finally go do it.
RJ called me and wondered if I had heard about the Virginia City Hillclimb before. Did a little research on it and said, yeah, I mean, it looked like a lot of fun and probably a really good race to bring Big Red to.
I mean, it's an iconic car. It's the first pro street, pro touring, pro everything muscle car. So it's been around forever, and it's just an iconic car. It's a 200-mile-an-hour car. So we wanted it up here.
Big Red's going to be something that they don't often see up there. You know, a real high horsepower, rear-wheel drive American muscle car. It's not the typical car that you'd see in that application. It's 5.2 miles of open highway, 22 turns, very curvy, all uphill, about 1,200 feet of elevation.
I mean, open road race is inherently dangerous. I mean, they did it early on in automotive history, but it is a dangerous endeavor.
Of course, when you hill climb, the very obviis thing, what happens if you go off the road on the hill? Hello?
This course is very dangerous. It's much different than a closed road course like Willow Springs. Virginia City, you just fall off the edge of the world.
It's definitely something you think about, something that you can't take too lightly. Feeling good is the danger. You start pushing it. That's the danger. Being worried is fine. Being worried keeps you smart. You hear about these events, you see stuff on the internet, but you really don't know it until you go and see it. So me, my father, Dave, Larry, Tim, all of us decided, hey, we got to make a trip up there. We got to scope it out.
We had a rental car, and we just drove it 30 times, going over the Virginia City Hillclimb.
I have to see the course. Dave has to see where he can unload the car and work on it, and what the conditions are like to pick up the car at the end of the race and bring it back around to the start. The shape of the turns and the straightaways, were just a good venue for Big Red. We all got up to the top of the course. We pulled off the road. There's some great scenes looking back down through the valley of the roadway cut onto the hillside going all the way down. You can't quite see the starting line, but it's an amazing view. And I think we all kind of looked down and said, this is an event Big Red should do. Let's do it.
I couldn't see any reason why we really shouldn't, and the rest is history, as they say.
Every new event brings a unique setup for Big Red. Dave and the crew decide what modifications will make the car competitive at the hill climb.
We're changing the car over from running the standing mile type races to a road course type setup. Basically, a gear ratio change in the transmission, a rear end gear ratio change. We're taking our big motor out and putting our small motor to make it a little bit more drivable in the turns for the driver. We took the real soft, speed-rated treaded tires to a DOT slick, which legally you can drive them on the street, but they're basically real soft slicks. So we're probably going to have a top speed of 130, 140 at the very, very most, and they'll hold up just fine for that. For the Virginia City Hillclimb, we had two choices of motors. We had the 540, which puts out 850 horsepower, roughly. And the 598, which puts out roughly 1,000 horsepower. Because of the terrain of the Virginia City Hillclimb and no guardrails and the dangers involved, we decided to go with the smaller motor, the 540. This is the only motor that the carburetor sits low enough where we can use the stock hood as it's the original hood that Big Red had on it, which is a 2-inch cowl. And RJ really likes the 2-inch cowl. It's a good look for Big Red.
A lot of people would say, hey, don't you always want to use the fastest, biggest motor in every event? And the answer is no. Even though you can accelerate faster with the monster motor, You end up going into the turns too fast, and you end up spinning the tires more. And at the end of the day, you can actually end up going the same speed or slower with a lot more effort.
Everything seemed to be coming along pretty good. Getting ready to go test the car, make sure everything we did is going to work, and then give us a couple of days to change anything that we might need to change and get ready to go to the hill climb.
A week before the event, RJ and the crew take Big Red to a racetrack to test the new setup and make sure everything is working as expected.
The streets of Willow, I think, are a real good comparison to the conditions we'll be running in Highway 341. It's a relatively flat course. It's got tight turns. It's got a little bit of up and downs combined with relatively small straightaways. We feel getting the car dialed in here is the most meaningful. We've just been doing 2-3 laps at a time and just kind of testing the understeer, oversteer balance and just trying to dial the car in. We raised the panhard bar in the back and basically stiffened up the rear end, which takes some of the traction out and allows me to point the car better. And it's just one of those fine-tuning things that you can't do until you're actually at the track. Now the car's really starting to feel dialed in. I think we're just at a balance now that really works.
Unfortunately, even a simple test day can have its risks.
The last lap before we were going to load it up and take it home, a rock got in between the timing belt and snapped the timing belt and bent all the valves in the heads. And this was less than 5 days before we were going to leave for the Virginia City Hill Climb.
Fortunately, the crew is looking forward to just a test session where we just reconfirmed all the changes we made. But as often the case in racing, surprises happen. They're going to be getting their hands dirty all weekend to get it ready for next week.
Want more adrenaline-fueled action? Then hit the like, follow, and subscribe button. Well, come join us for heart-pounding thrills and high-speed excitement.